And rolling. If you'd just like to introduce yourself, that'd be great.
Of course, my name is Zeus, king of the gods and the Greek god of thunder.
I'm interested to hear about your life and the changes since your following died. How has life been treating you?
That's an excellent question. All of us Greek gods found it very hard adjusting to a normal life. You see, when a god loses their following, they lose everything. First, it is our powers, our immortality. Do not get me wrong, we're not human. Our bodies are tougher, we age slower, we are immune to sickness, but we can still die. In the beginning, I was very reckless. As an ex-god, I found myself drinking heavily, and when I wasn't drinking, I was getting into fights. One thing I have to give the Romans credit for is their gladiatorial fights. I found myself fighting in the day, and at night spending my winnings in the taverns. After a few hundred years traveling the Roman Empire fighting, my wife Hera, she couldn't take it anymore and she left.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It was for the better. Our marriage wasn't the healthiest of marriages. Throughout our time together, we fought constantly. I wasn't the most faithful partner. I turned into beasts, sleeping with mortals, other gods, and even family members. Pile that on top of the fighting, the drinking, the general lack of love between us. It's no surprise she wanted something better.
What did you do after the Roman Empire fell?
Well, for starters, I sold Mount Olympus. It was very expensive maintaining it, and I did get a good price for it. However, after losing Hera, my powers, and then my home, I finally started to change the way I looked at life. I was no longer Zeus, king of the gods and the god of thunder, or Zeus the gladiator. I was just Zeus. I sobered up. I tried to be a better father figure for my children, and for once I finally came to terms with reality. I managed to reach out to a few old friends. I got a job in the afterlife. It's changed a lot since I sent Hades to look over it. At first I was just an office worker, helping the souls of the recently deceased to find their equivalent of everlasting peace or an eternity of damnation. I soon worked my way up the ladder, and am now deputy manager to Death himself.
And finally, looking forward, what do you think you'll be doing next?
Well, I've made a modest fortune here, and so I will soon be retiring. And after that, well, I don't know. I may take a leaf out of Thor's book and try to make my way in Hollywood.
Anubis, here boy! Come on, Anubis, come on. Look at the camera, Anubis.
Danger, danger!